What's up, gamers? How the heck are you? My name is Epic Pins, and in today's grounded video, it finally happened. The public test servers are over, and now we have the full release of the Bugs Strike Back update. Not the largest update, but a lot of good content, a lot of good stuff come from it, and some not so great stuff. But we're not getting into all that today. I kind of want to just talk about one thing, and one thing only. That's the Waft Emitter. Now, if you haven't had the chance to experience the Waft Emitter yet, let me tell you, it's not bad. It's not bad. It's not bad, but you're using it wrong. That's what I'll tell you. You are using it wrong. That's what is happening. So you can't complain about it if you're using it wrong. So I'm here to show you how to use it right. Now, before we get into that, I just want to let you guys know a quick announcement. I am going to be heading back into the streaming world. I haven't streamed in quite some time, but I like to stream here on YouTube. That's where I feel most comfortable. That's where I've had the most success and the most fun streaming on. Nothing against any other platforms, just streaming on YouTube is fun. So I will be posting when I will be going live on this channel. For all of you that are my subscribers, you guys will get notified, obviously, if you've allowed your notifications to happen. But it should be Friday this week, the 14th, I think, or 13th. Friday the 13th. Friday the 13th, I will be starting a brand new rounded save right from the beginning, just starting it out, enjoying the time with you guys, really experiencing as a starting player in the current updates and everything like that. So that should be super fun. I hope you guys are there to talk to me. It will be a little bit late. Most of my streams are going to be super late, so I completely understand if you guys can't be on or be there to have only, but let you know it will be live there. So hope to see you there. Anyway, let's get to the video. All right, look, the Waft Emitter, whatever you say, however you say it, Waft Emitter. Look, okay, so how it reads. Actually, this is what we'll do. This right here, Waft Emitter. Bam. So piss off the bugs, the variety of pungent bug parts concoction that waft through the yard. Different stenches bring different swarms. Pretty self-explanatory. All right, so you need ladybug parts, ladybug head, bug loop, and clay. Most of it's made from ladybug parts, as you can see. As you can see, the actual picture of it is mainly a ladybug. So that being said, basically, it's a device, for those that you don't know, it's a device for which if you shove a bunch of bug parts in, such as a bunch of red ant parts, then you will trigger a red ant swarm to come and attack you. Now, I will lay out some cons about this item and reasons why you're using it wrong. So, initially when this came into the market or into the game, we thought that it would be used to collect various parts. No. I think that was the original idea. I just do not think that's what it became. So the idea was that if you need to collect a bunch of ant parts, grab a swarm of ants come at you, you get a bunch of ant parts. But you have to put a bunch of ant parts in to get a bunch of ants to come to you. You see the dilemma here? So I've ran this a ton of times, so many times. I've put in 2 ant parts, I put in 8 ant parts, I put in 10 ant parts. I've maxed out the meter. I've only ever gotten a slightly bit more than I put in, and then sometimes less than what I've put in. So I've honestly broken even more times than I've ever gotten more than, and it's only been a little bit more than. Honestly, you're better off just walking over to the red ant hill, just going down and murdering every single one of them. So now, ants aren't the only ones that you can call. You can call orb weavers and the infected and stuff like that. But once again, you have to put those parts in to get the parts out. So it's not beneficial if that's what you're trying to use it for. So that's my caveat. Now, if you do want to use it for testing out turrets, testing out base builds, like if you built walls up, how well are they going to hold out against an attack? Place the waft in the middle of your base area. Ish here, like this would be mine, middle of here. It will call the bugs to this area. They will attack how they would attack if this was a raid, a faction raid, so that you can get a gist of where they would attack from. So you should be using this to basically test out, basically to either have fun with raids or to test out how your base does against raids. Now people have said that they go for the emitter solely. That is not my experience at all. I had the emitter down there, completely open to the red ants. Every single time they spawned up here. Red ants would spawn there. Red ants would spawn back over here on the other side of that rock. Never down there where I had the emitter. I moved it over to there. They still spawned up here. So if you don't want them to attack your current base, move it very far. I ended up moving it all the way on the other side of the oak tree to finally get them to stop attacking this base. Now, I'll go over there and give you guys a little demonstration of what we're looking at. So bear with me. Actually, I'll just pop you guys over there so it's not really bear with me. All right, guys, as you can see, we've moved to the other side of the oak tree, and here is my Waft Emitter. Now, don't get me wrong, the art design on this is absolutely stunning. I like how it says ladybug parts, but this is clearly a ladybird shell. Interesting. But as you can see, there's a bunch of bug parts coming out of it. You don't have to put those parts in there. They come, this is how the art design looks. Basically, you open up the inventory, you put your ant, as you can see, I have spider pieces here and ant pieces. That's all it can do. It can do infected as well. Sorry, that's not what I meant. And mosquitoes. So you can call them bees, mosquitoes, ants, spiders, and infected. And maybe termites as well. Sorry. I believe termites as well, because you can get pretty much anything you can get faction rated by is what you can call in, because it pretty much triggers the exact same thing. Once again, the art design looks absolutely stunning. I think it looks great. I think they did a great job with how it looked. It looked kind of dumb in the beginning of the test server, but it looks really good now. I think this looks awesome. Basically, you put the parts in and you enact a wave. I'll go ahead and give you guys a little test on that, but we'll talk about it as it's happening. Tell you what, I'll put in 1 and 1. So this is going to be a pretty small. You unleash the Waft incoming payback, which is the sign and sounds you would hear if they were about to attack you. As you can see, it tells me they're going to be coming from this direction. It doesn't necessarily mean it's going to be coming from this direction. They could end up coming. Another one could pop up in a few seconds to let me know from this direction as well. So be careful with that. It's not always completely accurate where it says. As you see, I have 2 ants coming at me right now. I put 2 pieces in. So I'm gonna run up and bloop, bloop. They are going straight for the Waft, so just keep that in mind. When the Waft doesn't have any base stuff near it, it will go straight for the Waft. All right, those 2 are dead. I'll collect. That's 2 ant parts we took out. That's 2 ant parts I just gained. Now remember, I did put a mandible in and an ant part. But as you can see, it's pretty low because I only put 2 pieces in. So if the more pieces you put in, the more hostile the attack will be. Oh, we got one more guy coming right here. I believe this should be the last one. Boom. Might be one more, maybe. Oh, little guy came along. Oh, I missed all of that. Embarrassing, guys. Don't look at that. That was embarrassing. All right. Boom. Base defended. Woo! Woo, 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 woo. Now, from all of that, I put 2 pieces in and we gained... I think we gained 5 or 6 back. So this was a decent one. It's not great, but remember, the more you put in, the more bugs will come. But like I said, it's not a lot. It's not a big payout. It's not worth it. It's not worth putting your base at risk for one, unless you do it over in areas where your base isn't. So if I had a base or anything up over here, they would have immediately attacked that and ignored the wafter. That's been my experience every time. You can correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, but from what I can see, that's what it does. All right, and if I were to put spider pieces in here, orb weavers would come, not wolf spiders. If you put infected, it seems to me that any of the infected could come. It doesn't specify what infected. The more, I would imagine, the higher. So as you can see right here, so you see at the bottom, the different pieces you put in, the different things you get. The more enraged they are, the more challenging it will be. So the more things become, the more challenging it will be. Same with Orb Weaver parts. The more Orb Weevils will show up. Also, Orb Weaver Juniors will show up as well. Same with mosquitoes as well. Put in 3 of those. You're going to get a lot of mosquito attacks. So just keep that in mind when you are placing these in there, in and out of there. And then if you do this, you are going to trigger a multi-event where lots of different various bugs will attack. So just be prepared for whatever you want. So basically you're summoning whatever you want to attack. Like I said, this would be great for checking out how well your base does, how well your base will perform, so that way you're not waiting for an attack. You're like basically saying like, oh, let me see how it would do if I really piss off the Orb Weavers. Can my base withstand an Orb Weaver attack? How will it work if I piss off the red ants versus, everything like that. I think it's going to be best performed that way. Or if you and your friends want to get together and say, hey, you guys want to fend off a bunch of, let's see if we can just max out the spiders. Let's see if we can max out all 3 or all 4 or whatever, and just see how well we can defend, stuff like that. If that's what you're looking for, great. That's what this is used for. Do not try to use this for farming. I just don't think it's useful for farming. I think people went into this with the idea like, oh yeah, you can get a bunch of, materials from this. I think you should just go to the locations they are. The yard's not big. It's not hard to get to where the red ants are, where the black ants are. Oh, black ants can be used too as well. Sorry. Black ants are where the termites are, where the spiders are. They're not difficult to get to for the most part. And because you need the parts to get them to you anyway with this, you might as well just go harvest the parts there. You see what I'm saying? So use this for testing out your bases and having fun with your friends. That's it. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. More of this to come. The more they add to the game, obviously, the more I would love to test out for you guys. But we'll also want to try out. I also like doing stupid things, beating bugs with just my fist, stuff like that. So if you guys are interested in that, or if you like this video at all, please hit the like button below. If you like to me at all, please hit that subscribe button, notification bells, all those wonderful things. If you guys want to check out any one of my other social medias, TikTok, Twitter, Instagram, all those are available too. Links in the description. So I will catch you guys. Honestly, I'll catch you somehow. Pokeball or something. Sorry, it's late. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.